Hey folks, today is Tuesday, July 30th, 6:23 a.m. It is early. My name is James, and let's take a look, see what's going on in this market. Yesterday was a bit of a shock to me. Practically everything in my list was red. It was brutal, and it was brutal. I'm not really sure what was going on there. It's just a bit of rotation from what I heard, because the overall market wasn't really negative, and you can see in indexes, the S&P, it actually didn't move that far. It was down a bit and then closed a little higher on the day. Still looks okay. The NASDAQ is still within this. I'm a little worried about this pattern on the NASDAQ. Actually, this could be a rising channel or a rising wedge, which is bearish. It kind of looks pretty wedge-ish. It's getting tighter up here than it is back here. So unless we get some kind of big green break higher through maybe this upper line, I'm a little concerned on that pattern, that it could be a bearish pattern. Russell, again, more consolidation, small consolidation at that level. And then the Dow actually looks the best, which is kind of ridiculous. It's up over a big resistance, and it's just consolidating into almost like a flag base kind of pattern. It's kind of silly, but maybe it shows you where the focus is. Maybe people are more focused on those kind of blue chip, slow moving names rather than the aggressive growth tech names. So let's go through the list here. I've changed this list a little bit. We'll just go through it. WCG I added in because it's got a triangle, and its earnings are actually this morning. And it's way up at the top level. I thought maybe if this thing had good earnings, it might move and be an opportunity. Shopify, we finally got that nice big sell-off that dropped it towards the lower line of the triangle, which I'm happy to see. Earnings are August 1st, which is Thursday morning, and they're in the morning, August 1st. So that is really actually setting up pretty nicely for a potential blast through the upper line if the earnings are good. So there's a few things that have to come into play there. So, but yeah, that's a really nice ascending triangle. Carvana, I've adjusted these lines a couple times, but there's a clear level there that I can't seem to get through. Earnings are August 7th. It might wait till that point, or something might change in the market and blast it higher. Hopefully not too late, not too close to the actual earnings report, because that makes it hard to actually trade it, but we'll see what it does. Etsy's earnings are today, or not today, Thursday, but after the close. It's still within the big triangle. Zillow, I had adjusted this line because these little bars showed up. It's almost like a little flag there, and then I adjusted the line over the top of those. It could still move. Earnings are still there's still some time before the earnings. August 7th is when they come out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next week, Wednesday, I guess it looks like. There's still some time if it all of a sudden pops like today or tomorrow to get in and trade it for a few days and then get out of it before the earnings. I don't ever recommend holding over earnings, in case you don't know that. I don't hold anything over earnings. Square, earnings are August 1st as well. There's a little flag there. So depending on what happens, that could be an entry if it blasts over the upper line. I don't like buying things that gap up too high. It's really hard to not think that that's going to reverse and fill that gap. If it's not that far over the line but still a gap, then I would look for a pattern to form on the 5-minute to try to get in there. CRL, this is another one that I just found yesterday. I didn't catch when its earnings are. I think they're August 1st or 31st. I have to check. You check too. I just don't have one here right now. Big symmetrical triangle though on this thing. CRL. Parsons has a little ascending triangle here. They're over 38. I think I have 38, 39 as the breakout point. Just clear that high a little bit, and then that's the buy point, as long as it's got price movement and volume. ZTO, this has a really obvious resistance right there, and it's consolidating below that. Again, I don't have the earnings on every single one of these on the chart. Check them yourself, don't get caught. And then here's Revolve, the symmetrical triangle. Earnings are August 8th. AMT, there's another one. And again, I don't have the earnings on here, but so coming up here in the morning, I know that much. Check on the date, but that seems like a really nice symmetrical triangle to me. And the earnings could pop it out, and that would be a buying opportunity. Info is another one with I think this already reported earnings in here. Again, check that. There's a ton of volume on that day. That looks like earnings to me. And then we got a nice little consolidation there. So 66.07 would be the breakout if it gets going. TWLO got hammered, but I adjusted the line and to the low of yesterday. And it still kind of works because it's a touch there and a touch there, and this comes really, really close, almost touches right there. So I have to see if it holds the lower line or not. If it fails the lower line, then it's pretty much done, but its earnings are tomorrow after the close. So that's another one similar to Shopify where earnings are about to come out and it's sitting within this really nice pattern. So that could be the catalyst that blasts it out over the top. MDB, this is a descending triangle. I want to say falling wedge, but it's not. Descending triangle. If that breaks the lower line, that would actually be a short. And its earnings aren't until September 4th, so there's plenty of time before that to actually have it continue to trend lower. I don't think it's going to do that. The futures are red today, so who knows? But I don't see it being a really good opportunity for shorting. I just wanted to show, because I've been watching this one for a while, that that's a falling descending triangle right now, and there may be an opportunity. Just be super careful with it, because I don't actually think the market is going to continue trending enough to drive MDB lower. Trade desk almost completely reversed on that move. That stunk. I'm glad I didn't buy that now. But yeah, pretty hard reversal, but you can still be in from here. If you're in from there, your stop could still be sitting right there. It hasn't touched it. I know it's horrible to sit there and watch all that move come against you, but rather than trading on emotion, the technical thing is to sit there and wait. Let's see, Churchill Downs, that's still kind of consolidating after a breakout there. Very small, and it was actually up on a day that was down for some of these stocks that we're watching. So that held up pretty good. So that's it. Next video for me will be tomorrow. Actually today, this evening, or possibly tomorrow morning. I'll see you then.